It is time, young Sturla of Venetia said, that things are going to be run a little bit differently. Now, he is in love with his young wife, or not really in love, but he is really charmed by her attraction, and he really likes her, and he wants to groom an heir. But beyond that, he's a detached priest, maybe not really believing in the clerical things, just got the basic things from that, but he's an erudite, and that means a couple of things to him. It means that he will probably go and try to expand, for example, the hospital later on. Maybe we'll get a library, and maybe he will send the counselors out, like for example Jarl Eskil the Wealthy, to research some economic tech. Maybe not in Kuloi, maybe a little bit further away, maybe in Onega Peninsula. That could be something, or maybe here in Kanin. Let's spread some economic tech here. Then we have the Spy Master, but he accepts that the Spy Master is here for security mainly, and so there's that. But we could have, instead of hunting apostates, which is really not our thing, we could research cultural texts in a county, and why not choose Canin? Canin was like the vision of his grandfather was to expand on Canin as well, and that's maybe something he would do. Also research the military tech, maybe in Kuloi, and what we might also do is just right now, as we have the funds for it, we will certainly build a city here. Here we go. Building a city. Because a great city is gonna be a very good thing to have. Because there will probably some erudites will flock there. Some people of knowledge will flock there. Maybe some of the common people. Maybe that's something he's also concentrated on. Like maybe not treating all people like haughty. Oh, a most impressive woman has arrived at our court. Aha, who is that? Asa of Henneberg. Apparently the reason for her visit has been to arrange a trade agreement with the local merchants. While people did not think much of her at first, you now have heard many courtiers praising her savvy business sense. Perhaps you should make her an offer. You should work for me. No, everything is fine just as it is. Now we will not have her here. I mean, we respect that the council must be full of the people who... A dull pain begins to throb into behind our eyes. Alas, what is going on? We're developing consumption? Very well. Einar? For your headache, Einar, I handed you a cup of what looked like hot water. The red flakes in it, and told you to drink it slowly. I'm not sure that did anything. My goodness. We're gonna die. When will we be able to do that again? We feel awful. And I'm sure we have the flu. He insists that you follow his instructions very well. Aha, I'm slowly but surely winning over the woman's friendship. She's swayed a little bit, at least. But we have the flu now. I'm not sure how much we can sway while having the flu. I now filled your pillows with dried branches of lavender and peppermint, hoping it would relieve your headache. It smelled lovely. Yeah, it seems like that's a good thing. Decent symptom treatment. Very nice. There are alliances forming. Bertil Jedwardson. Got a fever and a headache. As the day drags on, seemingly never ending, you can barely keep your eyes open. You seem to have no energy at all. Alas. Oh my goodness, we have even fatigue. You're in danger. New important decisions. Yes, seek treatment. Come on, you can do better than these things. My wife is pregnant, but I was away, wasn't I? Doubt besets me. Sure, you have the flu. Consulted the stars before draining a good portion of your blood. I'm glad that I hired Einar. Excellent symptom treatment. Well, that's better now. And we must spy on her? Pregnancy. Praying. We could have a private conversation with her too. Yeah, we'll do that. Thought it over. I cannot be the father of my wife Trandrek's baby. As it grows in her belly, I have trouble sleeping. I must put this matter to rest. Hire someone. My wife seems to be going through a particularly harsh pregnancy. Perhaps it would be best for her to retire for a few months from public life. Think of her health during this delicate period of her life. Yeah, I mean, we're suspicious, but she can take leave if she wants to. She accepted my invitation to meet in the seclusion of the sacred grove in the Rock of the Raven. After some time talking, we could try to seduce her. Our own wife. Maybe let's sway her before. I'm starting to worry if I shouldn't organize something special for this year's harvest, right? Pleasing Freya could be instrumental to ensure the birth of a healthy child. Yeah. Dedicate the festival to her. She was impressed with our conversation. She really starts to like us. She's certainly having fun. Everybody seems to like her, though I'm worrying a bit about how frequently she's accepting cider from her petitioners. I'm sure this will help her deliver the child. Oh no. We have contracted the flu. Alas. Yeah, we know. The court physician Einar has come to see you and offers treatment for your illness. He explains that there are several different types of treatment he can offer as long as you know what you're doing. Your eyes widened when Einar led a goat into your chambers. The foul smell of its flatulence made you both cover your noses, but the physician pulled your hand away. Apologies, my lord, this is the treatment. He recommended deep breaths. I probably shouldn't have agreed to this. Ill treatment now. Will die from a freaking flu. The maid I hired to gain my wife Tandrek's confidence has not found anything at all suspicious about her pregnancy. That's a relief. And we must hold a great blot now. Maybe that will help. Maybe the gods will help us against the flu. We've sent out summons to all of our vessels for the blot that have been baptized or profess to follow the teachings of the prophet. Will have to offer gold to be exempted from this magnificent feast. Can hardly wait. Well, yeah. We could take her out of hiding. But she's blessed. Yeah, I mean, the guests have arrived. The time has come for the blot to begin, and we're sniffing, and we're in a very bad state, but we will begin the human sacrifice. As you have no prisoners languishing in your dungeons that are suitable for sacrifice, you are forced to make do with some randomly purchased thralls. brought to the big oak, and soon their limp and lifeless bodies are hanging from its thick branches. And we have a budget deficit. But the sacrifice over the feast can now begin. The meat of the animals that were sacrificed has already been prepared. There's plenty of meat to go around. And we're really happy to have done this for the gods. Conversing with another guest, when loud screams of passion interrupt. In one corner of the room, in full view of everyone else, Totil of Gdorv is engaged in carnal pleasures with one of the serving girls. Both are completely naked. What? And only when they notice a stunned silence in the room do they seem to remember where they are by the Thunderer. What did you do, Totil? Enjoying the feast, when a shrill scream from the other end of the room suddenly draws your attention. Stark naked Chief Frere is running around on the table, waving his arms while screaming that he's on fire. You groan. Bury your face in your hands, that lunatic. Yeah, Frere. Ooh. The feast is over. With it the blood. It will be at least 9 years until you hold the next one. As your vassals return home, most seem to agree the ceremony was well worth the trip, and our vassals will thank us, and we need to look for a better treatment. A flatulent goat, my goodness. Call for the court physician. As long as you know what you're doing, do not do the same thing, please. Insisted that your humors were out of balance, and the best way to restore them would be through bloodletting. After consulting the astronomical charts, he decided you should be bled from your armpits and temples. I actually feel better finally. You've recovered well from the flu. Now the coughing, fever and headache are just unpleasant memories. Ah, you saved us, Einar. But it's been a ride. What a ride it has been. Nearly dying from the flu. Now a second year as an adult emperor. What can we do now? Well, save money seems like something. Whew. Goodness. So we'll soon have something to go on about, but let's see. Yeah, there's that army, there's that army. We have a new heir. We have a daughter. Saga, she's slow. Oh god, that has been from the drinking probably. Oh no. We must ask about her fate. What will she be interested in, the poor girl? Saga. Struggle. Yeah, she must struggle. I mean, she's not sickly, but she's really struggling. A daughter. Well then, our wife has been drinking too much, but how could that happen? Negotiate with a strange man. No, he will not get anything from us. That's kind of odd, but it can be to our advantage. So, I mean, we could go raiding, but that's not something we would really do. That's not our nature at all. We want to build that city on rock and roll. On the Rock of the Raven, that is. Around the rock there shall be the city, and the city shall bring us great wealth. According to our marshal Helgi Cattison Hilling, the peasants of Dvina, having frequent troubles with highwaymen, suggests constructing a series of outposts to make Dvina safer. It might even lead more peasants moving into the country. Yeah, a safe peasant is a productive peasant. Why not? Here we go. We'll help the peasants. They're the foundation of our economy, as we've learned. Have we learned that? It could be. I'm concerned about the future of my dear daughter Saga. This realm requires a strong and healthy heir in order to prosper, and it is my duty as a responsible Germanic emperor to take all possible precautions in order to ensure a smooth succession. I will grow her with the utmost care. She will be guarded from every danger. I'm sure she will manage. That's the question, right? It's a good question. We cannot really know yet that she's slow. She's only a few months old. Yeah, then we can know. We can actually know. And these cultures, it was not uncommon to, like, these strugglers had to make it on their own, or they were set out, right? And we will represent that because we expect to have a son that will inherit. And we're sure she will manage. Because she's not the heir we want. Maybe I should write a letter to Empress Tandrek to try to convince her of my good intentions. A short and concise message. But what is... She's a drunkard now. Goodness. She has taken notice of my interest in her friendship and reciprocates vividly. Wonderful. And a city holding just finished construction in Kuloi. That's also wonderful. Our wife is really interested in us now. We could have another private conversation. Let's do this. And we can rename that. The city of... we'll maybe rename that after our father. Bragidora. And if it's another castle, we name it after us. It will be our private castle. So we have that. But we need someone to care for the city. Who will get the city of Bragidora? Our court physician. The city of Bragidora, maybe. So he likes us more. He's a deceitful man, though, but because he's been fired from the council, I'm really not sure. I don't think we did this personally. We'll grant him the city. Let's hope he doesn't leave court. He does leave court. We need a new seer? What? How could we now... new seer? All right, indeed. Okay, then. Oh, was he married to our seers, maybe? Well then, we've got Asa here. She's militant, zealous, cruel, and patient, and a mastermind theologian. We have Grima, the princess. She's deceitful. We have this shy and ambitious and slothful and paranoid Aslaug, the Gidya of Okulovsky. And she's very good at that. She shall research cultural tech. Here we go. Still have our court physician. He's now a mayor. He may like us more. Yeah, Holmfrid. She has left. Here we go. Empress Tandrik accepted my invitation to meet in the seclusion of the sacred grove in the Rock of Raven. After some time talking, I tried to seduce her. Tandrik returned my kiss and more. Afterwards we talked for hours, and I found myself fascinated by her infectious smile. As we part, my heart is singing with her name, and I cannot wait until I can see her again. I must learn everything about her. Life is good. Life is good. So we're lovers now, and attracted as well. That's so good. Yeah, she's a gluttonous drunkard now, though. That's a problem. And look, it's coming. We have economy, we have technology advances. Let's see what we can do. What would we go for? As someone who is kind of a fan of technology. Maybe for something progressive, right? Like the skirmish techniques, maybe would be something. All the siege equipment, yeah, better engines would be good. And we could have economy advances, cities and temples. Maybe that, as we just built the city, that could be something. Yeah, let's help the cities and temples. Then we have cultural advances, and that could be maybe we're tolerant, more tolerant then, or maybe we're interested in the law. Tolerant, not really. Majesty, maybe more prestigious. Religious customs, popular customs, or noble customs. Noble customs would be probably most useful, right? At this time and age. The majesty, though. Legalism. Yeah, I think we would probably also emphasize our majesty. That is definitely something, because we want to become a great emperor known for the learning at our court. Daughter was born to Gerberga and Scrungles. The seducer named Binsha. And she will be focused on pride. Gerberga Sigfridsdottir. And there are some troops here. That's not good. Led by us? Please not. No, we will not lead these troops. We'll have... Who else is there? Ormer. Also want to have the troops from here. We'll resign from that. Can we somehow... Where could we click that? I always forget where we can do that. Yeah, not leading armies. That's not our interest at all. We will move that army here and that army here. And then we can soon join these armies together and drive these people away. They're just staying there and doing trouble. Arnbjörn, Ormer, and Berger. You'll drive them away, I'm sure. Sure of it. It started as an uneasiness around guests and strangers, then evolved into awkwardness and a strong feeling of discomfort. Don't want to meet new people. I just have to try to be more gregarious. I think we would emulate our wife, actually, as we really love her now and she's gregarious. I just have to try to be more gregarious. We're gregarious now. Very nice. Yeah, we're just going out a little bit more with our wife. And that cures us from the shyness. We're not shy because we try. Our monthly balance is really bad. What's happening? What's going on? The siege of Holstebro. We will march over here for help. Our retinues. Select that. And disband it. I'm sat next to Dorota at a dinner when she tells about a family of Christians which was attacked in her capital, Aarhus. They will never see their friends and relatives again, the poor souls, Dorota says with a heavy sigh. She's possessed. We don't like her. She's scarred. Stubborn, but she's kind and content. I mean, we really don't like her. They only have themselves to blame. I mean, it's really, we did that because we don't like her. She's a possessed woman and we cannot believe her. She's just very, very odd. Probably she's talking in such a just obsessed manner that we really cannot do anything. So what's going on here? The Battle of Aalborg. And of course the enemy is breaking down as their commanders are no good at all compared to our elite warriors, increased by the power of our research and technology. There are more raiders in Cargopol. What the? 614, and here you can join here. Rouen. Join together. There's again a lot going on. What? A child lacks a childhood focus. Jorun lacks a childhood focus. Okay, okay. Now, let's roll, I guess. Let's roll. And we roll a 1, so she's focused on duty. She's slow and a bastard. Yeah, well. One cannot know. And maybe we're a little bit disappointed in our wife, but we're in love, so... we really won't get a concubine for now. Maybe if that happens again. My mother has not been feeling well lately. Going through a pregnancy is no easy task. Perhaps I should visit her and try to cheer her up a bit. We love our mother. She's possessed. I will go and spend some time with her. Here we go. Let's hope our Empress doesn't really... Poor Saga is so unresponsive, so slow to learn the most basic things. Sometimes I wonder if her slow mind is a result of her mother drinking so much. She was carrying her. At least she stopped poisoning herself since then. Yeah. Empress Tandrak is no longer gluttonous and drinking. Well, that's something. Princess Malmfried needs help to choose something, and of course, yeah, why not be a good seeress or something? That would be great, right? Everyone wants to learn. Hospital in Kuloi. Oh my goodness. I've seen an increase in the amount of people looking for food and shelter lately. It can barely provide the food required as it is. Perhaps this could be a good opportunity to make an impression. Yeah, I shall make preparations at once. We're not living in the Dark Ages anymore. Arms and other supplies have been brought to the hospital. It will make their life much easier for those in need. Question now is how to present this extraordinary gift. The realm provided this offering. I'm doing it for the people. It's a gift from the Emperor. Do we tick that way? Patient, erudite, gregarious? No. Well, gregarious points way that the realm provided this offering. It's us and the... yeah. From the realm. From everyone. Everyone included. City's doing nicely. And Tandrak is pregnant again, thankfully. Maybe it will be a son this time. I mean, we must care for our young daughter, but... I know that there must be a way to earn Empress Tandrak's trust. Does she not trust us? Best way to learn it without doubt talking to her. But about what? I'll simply ask her. And then we'll stop swaying her. Valdava died of poor health. She had so many children, no wonder. Empress Tandrak was more than happy to talk to me about her struggles and aspirations. In fact, she seems to have questions for me as well. Very nice. I think our wife loves us now, and we can like concentrate a little bit on other things and not stress her out, as she's pregnant again. Maybe with a strong boy. Rumor has it that your half-brother Ketil has been influenced by his guardian's splendor. Said that Ketil is now considered properly Breton. What? I hope it's beneficial. The Prince of Nenetsia. Well, okay. Pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's cravings should always be accommodated. Everything for the child. Make sure Tandrak is always well fed and taken care of by the palace's cooks. Yeah, let's get to the scholars. I mean, we know she's a little bit, but that's only the pregnancy, right? It's only the pregnancy. She's a little bit fat, but it's only the pregnancy. Everyone puts on a little weight while that. Oh, everyone. Absolutely everyone. And with that, I'm sure if any of you have some kind of belly, that's probably because of pregnancy. Because someone at some time was probably pregnant with you, and because of that, now you have the ability to get some kind of a small belly, and that's absolutely okay. I'm really fine with that. Everyone is fine with that. And yeah, so I'm sorry. Oh my goodness, I have a belly as well. So that's of course also because of a pregnancy. That's because of a couple of pregnancies. Not from me personally. You know what I mean if you listen in regularly. Have a great time until next time and happy gaming. Sorry for the bad jokes.